What's up? What's up? What's up, world? It's your girl Ash Nicole here once again with the ICC podcast. For those of you who does not know what ICC means, it means Inspire, Challenge, Connect. And that's all I am here to do with you. So let's get to it. Today's podcast is kind of for what can I say? What can I say? The mature. It's for those of you who, if the shoe fit, wear it and take it with you. So, today's podcast topic, and the topic is already good itself. So, I'm going to get into it, straight into it, because y'all know that's exactly how I like to do it. I'm going to get comfortable with this one. I'm crossing my legs and everything because I want you guys to really understand where I'm coming from. But before we begin, I watched the video the other day. I can't remember exactly where I saw the video, and someone was talking about how you have to be careful about the company you keep. And by all means, I am someone that can say you have to be careful about the company you keep. So basically, and y'all know I love getting my scriptures in. The Bible clearly tells us in Luke 12 and 15, watch out, guard yourselves. And also in another verse in Proverbs 26, this is my favorite, Proverbs 26, 24, 25, where it says, enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their heart they harbor deceits. That basically tells you right there. My topic is be careful who you let in. And I know sometimes we can get confused about who God is sending to us and who are there to beat us up and pull us down. And this is why we have to keep prayed up. You have to keep your verses. You have to keep your Bible time in. You have to keep your journaling time in to know when God is sending someone to be by your side or when that person is just there to try to make you have a downfall, basically. So let's get to it. Be careful who you let in. I basically already give the verses again, and I'm going to share those again. It's Proverbs 26, 24, and 25, and it's Luke 12 and 15. Watch out, guard yourselves. Luke 12 and 15, as y'all know, this is a keep it real podcast. I know I put it on the Christian base and everything, and it is that, but I'm also going to keep it real with you. So, what I'm here to tell you is we have to be very vigilant. Like, we are so vigilant when it comes to the small things. Let's say, for instance, if you're at home and I think I said this on a video once, if you follow me on TikTok, if you at home and you see a spider, better yet, if you're home and you see a spider on the wall or anything like that, what are you going to do? You're going to watch it. You're going to watch it because it's unknown to you. Like, you got a spider in your house and now you're trying to figure out where it's going to go and you're trying to figure out if it's going to hide or you're trying to figure out if it got babies. Like, now you're freaking out. Why are we not that vigilant when it comes to things around us or people around us? Why do we have to go through so much in order to be so vigilant? I mean, can we not just be vigilant from the point to get go? And it's okay. And it's okay because the Bible clearly tells us to guard your heart. So why would I spend and I can say, and I'm going to give some examples, but I can clearly say I should have been guarding my heart a long time ago. A long time ago. And one thing about me, I will open up on this podcast to y'all like no other. Like, I will tell you what it is. But a lot of us should have guarded our hearts a long time ago. And this is whether it's friendly relationships, this is whether if it's girlfriend boyfriend relationships. And to take it a step further, sometimes it's whether in your marriage, because sometimes we can get so intact and so deep into what that person is saying. Proverbs 26, 24, and 25 disguise themselves with their lips, but in their heart is deceit. So we can get so blocked by what people are telling us. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you can really get to me and get to my mind and fill me up like in my head, then maybe, we can progress a friendship, relationship, or something like that. But if and that's how I am now. I'm not gonna lie. At one point I was like, okay, you talk a good game and whatever, that's that. But now that I'm older, now that I'm more mature, now that I'm on this spiritual journey, you guys, I can spot people from a mile away and let you know if they're good or no good. And I know they say not the Georgia book by its cover, but sometimes those vibes jump out at you. And I'm not into judging business because that's not my job. But sometimes those vibes jump out at you. Me and all my sisters, we kind of can pick it up in the beginning. Like sometimes we may be wrong, and I'm not as scared to admit that, sometimes we're wrong, but majority of the time it's like, all right, I'm gonna keep you a distant. Like, I'm not gonna bring you too far. So I have three places where I think you should be careful who you let in. The first thing is be careful who you let in your home. People carry so much baggage sometimes that it's literally like you can see it on them. So you got to think about it. Let's just say I meet somebody and she's telling me about all her situation and all this and all that, and boom, I invite her over for some wine and we begin to talk and everything, and she's letting all that go inside my home. 3 months down the road, you're struggling. You're basically going through the same thing that girl was telling you you're going through. Protect your home, and you're trying to figure out where did it come from, and now you're thinking back like, wait a minute, so and so was just going through this 3 months ago. Now y'all ever feel that way, like, wait a minute, so and so was just going through this, now I'm going through this. uh, okay, I mean, if you can, I like to talk to people. I will invite you inside my home once I feel comfortable, once I feel as though you are 100% cleared from all the baggage you have. And like I said, at one point I was not like this. But once you are cleared, then, of course, come over. Let's have some wine. We can chat it out. We can sit in the back. We can do what we need to do. And it doesn't get on me. Some of us are still so open that anything gets on you and it gets stuck inside your head. So be careful who you let in your home because you don't know what people are carrying. The next thing is be careful who you let in your heart. Basically, how relationships. That's the scenario I'm going to give with your heart. And the next one is going to be relationships as well. But that's one of the scenarios I'm going to get with your heart, like relationships. Like, you can definitely run into Mr. Wrong or Mr. or Mrs. Wrong just because they're talking a good game. And I know that sounds like, oh, only guys talk a good game. Not in today's society, because some of these girls out here talk a good game too. And I'm not scared to say it. I'm just being 100% honest. I told y'all I'm going to keep it real. So, and we have to really be careful. But all of that comes with being more vigilant. All of that comes with a simple prayer and say, God, please let me see who's for me. Let me see who's not for me. Reveal who's for me. Reveal who's not for me. And I guarantee you, if you're ready, if God sees that your heart is ready, your mind is ready, he will show you things. And sometimes I'm rubbing my hands together because sometimes you're going to be like, oh my God, I did not know that person was not in my corner. I did not know that person was here just to try to rip a piece out of my heart, or something like that, or just to try to break my home up, any small thing. So we got to be careful who you let in your home. You got to be careful who you let near your heart. And the last one, because this is like nitty gritty, keep it real 100%. Be careful who you let in your bed. Oh my God. Y'all, I gotta get my sound effects right because this is gonna be good, and it's only gonna be a. I'm not gonna be here long. I got a few more minutes with you guys, but be careful who you let in your bed. I know. As women, some single women, single men, you know, and even while growing up, men always get to do what they do, or women sometimes they were able to do what they do too. But why are we not being vigilant about who we let in our bed? If anything, your home, your heart, and your bed, those are the three things you should watch. Like, because basically that's your business. Why would I let Jimmy in my bed if I don't know what Jimmy got going on outside of what I've seen or outside of what he's showing me? Or better yet, I don't know what Jimmy is carrying. And I'm not talking about diseases or anything, that too, but I'm talking about spirits, I'm talking about attitudes, I'm talking about different ways, I'm talking about all that stuff. Because some people, they be like, oh, well, so and so now messing with so and so, and she acting just like him now. Y'all, I'm scratching my head because it's so true. And you wonder why, well, why am I acting this way? Or why this and why that? And it's not just, you kind of can see it better on women from my perspective, from my point of view. But you can also see it. This is also for men. You got to be careful who you let in your bed. I'm not gonna. You can't invite Miss, and just using a name, y'all. You can't invite Becky over, and Becky got all this stuff going on. And Becky's in your home. Now Becky's in your mind. Now Becky's in your bed. And now your whole life is turned upside down. People carry things on them. And this is why you have to be really vigilant. And that's basically what the scriptures are for. That's basically what your quiet time is for. Because once you start talking to God and you start asking him, well, God, I need to be more vigilant. I want to see who's for me, who's this, who's that. You can pray that prayer, but you also have to make sure your head is clear, your mind is clear to receive what he's about to show you. Cause I'm telling you, it'll be something he will show you and you'd be like, wait a minute. No. No. Another verse that I thought about just now, or that I had in my notes, was Proverbs 16:28, where it says, a perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip slips and separates close friends. So have anybody ever been in a situation where you and so was best friends for a long time, and a random person just came out of nowhere, and now she's in between y'all, but then now y'all got problems? Maybe that person wasn't meant to be in y'all crew. You can keep them as an associate, keep them very far away, but when you see when somebody's bringing drama, or somebody's bringing more issues, or somebody want to see you in drama, those are not people that are in your corner. And I'm sorry to say, I'm hate to be the berry and like, oh, that's my friend because she got my back and all this. Yeah, she got your back. She got your back, sweetie. She got your back. But every time you look, she's in something, or he's in something, or she's in trouble, or she's not doing the things that you need to have need around you, you know, or she's making you do something that makes you act out. And I'm okay with, and let me just put a disclaimer out there. I'm okay with, somebody say, oh, let's take this, let's take a shot, this, that, and the third, and everything. We're all on this journey together. So I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I will have a glass of wine. At one point you could have get me to take shots all, yeah, shot. But no, not no more. I'm sorry. I will have maybe a drink and maybe some wine, but I'm not gonna get to that point where I was, because I'm different. And a lot of people aren't gonna handle you different. And that's a whole nother topic. I'm not gonna even go there because that's another episode. But just to recap, I just want to make sure y'all are understanding. Be careful who you let in. Guard your heart as much as you can. Be vigilant. Keep far away from people who want to see you act out, like, who don't want to see you win, or who's telling you the bad thing is right for you and deep down in your heart that it's not. Be careful. Like, don't let those people get too far in. Personally, I was in a situation and I shouldn't have let someone in, and I did anyway. But I know better now. I know better now, because I am telling you, it is wicked people out here. People can come in, enemies can come in all forms. Never thought this person would have been an enemy. But hey, it is what it is. The past is the past, whatever. We just let it go. We already squashed it, so just let it go. But yeah, definitely be careful who you let in. Going back to the verses, just so you can know what verses that I came from. Proverbs 26, 24, 25. Enemies disguise themselves with their lips, but in their hearts they harbor deceit. And Luke 12 and 15. Watch out, guard yourself. If I have not tell you guys anything else, I just want to make sure that you are aware and you understand that you need to guard yourself, that you need to guard your heart, that you need to continue to just, be vigilant of who you let in. Don't even think about letting them get too close to you. If you're feeling that vibe, definitely don't even think about, don't let them get too close. Do not let them get too close at all. So anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys next week, Wednesday. Peace.